Android users, you can now have TYT in the palm of your hand. Our TYT app is available for download in the Google Play Store. Just go to tyt.com/app to find out more.
Donald Trump was in Florida in order to stump for Ron DeSantis. That is the gubernatorial candidate who just recently released an ad talking about how much he loves Donald Trump and how he reads books about firing people to his kids in order to show his support for Donald Trump. Kind of incredible. But Donald Trump usually makes these events about himself. And so there were lots of examples of him talking about the Russia investigation, talking about how the importance of voter ID laws. But in my opinion, the more interesting thing that comes out of these rallies and these events is what his supporters have to say. Where do they stand on these political issues? Now, Emma Vigeland, TYT reporter extraordinaire, spoke to a number of these people very bravely, I would argue. And we're gonna talk about a couple different things, but for the purposes of this video, let's talk about the Trump supporters' view on the wall and immigration. With that said, let's take a look at the first interview.
And get that wall built. And if the Democrats don't like it, tough. Shut down the government. We need the money to put up that wall. We need a wall that is high as hell and as dangerous as hell to cross. People die crossing that wall. Maybe they'll just stay on their side.
So that lovely gentleman is going to reappear a couple of times. And if you think we didn't notice the apostrophe in the wrong place, you are wrong. That was awesome. I don't know what I like more, his angry rants, his angry shirt, and I like it from a distance, okay? But Emma is courageous for walking into that lion's den with these lunatics. Okay, now, but to be fair, that guy is unhinged. Emma talked to a lot of people and she said the majority of them were nice to her. Okay, and
she doesn't have a TYT mic flag. Let's just be clear about that. So were they aware that she was?
No. So that's a great question, Anna. And I talked to Emma this morning, and she said almost all the younger people she asked to interview, they're like, everybody asks where are you from, and she says TYT. And older people are like, oh, okay, sure, great, let's do the interview. The younger people are like, oh, I know TYT, I ain't gonna do it. Okay, hey guys, why don't you share your real opinions with us?
Big ideas.
You got great ideas, yeah. Right? But step up to the mic. So yes, the younger guys all knew and didn't want to talk to her. But I mean, I don't know if Emma is the Trump whisperer or that's a terrible thing to say about someone. But all she's doing is asking pleasant questions. So yeah, that's all she's doing. And you get all sides of it. And people got mad about this video. Guys, she didn't say anything weird. I'll say something in a minute, right? But you're getting mad for us putting a mirror to Trump voters. And by the way, not all of them, like I said, are like that. A lot of them just think he's doing a great job because, I don't know why. They apparently think he's doing a great job, but we've got more of this.
We do, so the next video talks a little bit about Donald Trump's zero tolerance policy, separating children from their parents. What do some Trump supporters at least think about that whole situation?
It's not like these people are coming over in an SUV, with their thing on the trunk carrying all their belongings. We don't even know if these children belong to those people, honestly. And for me, that would be a big concern, releasing these children to people that you can't even document that you know that they belong to them.
So I don't know why an SUV with people's stuff, tied to the top of that vehicle makes any difference, but what stood out to me about that interview was how deep or how deeply that propaganda has seeped into the Trump voters' consciousness. Because that was a propaganda point, that was a talking point that we got from Trump supporters, and I'm talking about officials who said, well, they're bringing in these kids, but we don't know if those kids actually belong to those adults. But yeah, the vast majority of those children did belong to those parents.
So I'll tell you we can get the full video because later Emma asked the perfectly normal question of, so you think the kids are decoys? And she's like, yeah, they might be. So look, one guy looks crazed. The other one looks like a perfectly normal, lovely American. And she thinks that the kids that came in with their families might be decoys.
And look, I like that you pointed that out because I don't think that woman is a bad person. I think that she's been misinformed. I think the propaganda has been effective. And I think she's genuinely concerned that those kids are either not the children of the people seeking asylum or decoys. Like, there's so much garbage out there, and it's a mountain every single day.
Decoys for what? But and I know because we covered the story. The right-wing conspiracy theories is that ISIS is coming in with fake kids. I mean, that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. ICE isn't saying that. The government isn't saying that. Not even the Trump administration is saying that. But right-wing blogs say it, and it goes around and around, and then a nice lady thinks, oh my God, the kids are decoys.
Yes.
So, by the way, so you can watch this whole video that Emma did and all the videos she did from the rally at Rebel headquarters. So we renamed TYT Politics Rebel HQ. Now, look, you can go on YouTube and find it. You can go on Facebook and find it. But just get our app, and it's right there. So all of it is super easy to watch. App, either iOS or Android. And I want you to watch all the videos because I want to be fair to the Trump people. I want you to see all of it so that you can make up your mind. And part of the reason why Emma went was so we can find out, why do they like him?
And remember, this is in Florida, and I'm so happy that she went to Florida to speak to them, because Florida is one of the states that actually increased its support for Donald Trump, whereas other red states that voted for him, or other states where he won, you saw some wavering among the supporters. So this is great. Now let's take a look at another Trump supporter who addresses claims about the president being racist.
Trump isn't a racist. He's married immigrants. 3 of them are immigrants. So what does that tell you? Is he a racist? No. Would he let them into their home, into his home? Yes.
Okay, so you know what that tells me, just to answer her question, that you don't know that Eastern Europeans are white, or that his wives have been white.
I think she knows. I think she's trying to purposely mislead there. So first of all, Marla Maples was not an immigrant. 2 out of the 3 were. And our thesis is not that he's wholesale against immigrants. For example, he really likes rich immigrants. If they're rich Saudi immigrants, great, no problem. Rich Chinese immigrants, no problem, right? So that's immigrants he doesn't mind. Attractive white female immigrants, he has no problem with it all. What we're worried about is that he's trying to ban specifically Latinos that are coming into the country, because it is partly racial. And you might say, hey, it's because he doesn't want them to eventually be Democratic voters. That doesn't make it much better.
Right, and I want to be clear about one other thing. So Trump is in favor of some immigrants who are considered low-skilled and who are not white, okay? Because as soon as he came into office, he increased or raised the cap for low-skilled foreign workers to come in using H-2B visas to work on his properties. Yeah. So let's just be clear about that, because he loves cheap labor, loves it. So those kinds of immigrants he's in favor of.
Yeah, he doesn't want anyone else to use them, but they're all over Mar-a-Lago. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And by the way, a lot of the immigrants that he brings in through those visas are from Haiti. And I think I know what he thinks about Haiti.
Well, he's referred to them as whole countries.
That's right,
yeah.
That's right. Unless, of course, it's cheap labor for him. But look, I don't know to what degree these people know that and what degree they don't, but that was a hilariously disingenuous, wow, he likes hot, young, white, female immigrants. Okay, that's true. 2 easy ways to follow the Young Turks. One is hit the subscribe button down below, then you're a TYT subscriber. And second is ring the bell. And when you do that on YouTube, you're notified of our videos.